This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. This article here is from Fox News, and it's called Charlie Sheen Responds After 17-Year-Old Daughter Claims She Was Trapped in Abusive Home. Now, the reason I'm covering Fox here is because they're the only network I see who got a response from Charlie Sheen. Now, as you know, I don't get into politics, but it's pretty much common knowledge Fox leans to the right. Now, I'm going to say this. I agree with some things they say. I disagree with some things they say. However, this is misleading as far as the statement. And the reason it's misleading is because they don't say the question that was asked to Charlie Sheen. And I will say this is not exclusive to Fox News. All the networks do it. All the big venues do it. But in this case, it's them doing it. So let me show you what I mean. Here we go. Sammy Sheen, 17, claims she was trapped in an abusive household a little over a year ago in a since-deleted TikTok, according to page 6. 1 year ago today, trapped in an abusive household, hated myself, would go days without eating or sleeping, insanely depressed, hated school, etc. Sammy wrote over a video clip of herself looking sad and crying. Now, finally moved out of the hell house, had a spiritual awakening, owned 2 cats, happy, single, full of self-love, and dropped out of high school. She added over a clip of her much happier, page 6 reported. I'm not sure how easy it is for someone 17 to have a spiritual awakening, but okay. Sheen seemingly confirmed that Sam is now living with him in a statement to Fox News. Here's a statement. Sam's amazing, Sheen said through his rep, Jeff Ballard. I love her and all my children unconditionally. We're having a ball. GED, here we come. So this doesn't seem like a response to a question about an abusive household. This just seems like a response to a general question about how he feels about his daughter. We had an interview a long time ago about Johnny Depp's daughter responding to some negative news about Johnny, which was a smear, because she was talking about herself. She was talking about her own acting ability and her own doubts about herself, and they twisted that to be a response about Johnny and doubting Johnny. So here, we don't quite have a negative twist, but it doesn't seem like we're getting an answer to the common sense question about the household and the abuse. This person here says, bragging about dropping out of high school is about as cool as bragging about getting your first welfare check. She'll never have to worry about that though. She's got plenty of money and will probably make a lot more being an influencer who influences other people's kids to follow her lead. And that's the thing. I gotta say, man, it's a tricky conversation when you're talking about sympathy for rich people and sympathy for regular people. Because we gotta be honest, when you've got millions of dollars, you've got a nice cushion for whatever you're going through in life. Now, I'm not saying money solves all your problems. It doesn't. We all have emotions. We're all human. But one thing is a fact. It's much better to have all the millions and go through those problems and seek solutions for the problems than be struggling from paycheck to paycheck and have the same exact problems. So you could actually say that money does help situations factually. I mean, she could get a psychiatrist. She has access to free time, to reading books, doing things she wants, because let's face it, she doesn't have to worry about going check to check, paying that utilities bill, that child support payment or whatever it is. She's got the luxury to use some time, which not everybody has. Anyway, back to the topic. Like I said, I disagree and agree with certain things Fox says, but this is kind of a sidestep, a misdirection that they've gotten a statement about the latest news that Charlie Sheen's daughter came out about being in an abusive household, which they don't. And like I said, same thing with the Johnny Depp article. They didn't print the question they asked to Depp's daughter. They just gave the response. So those are really flimsy articles, flimsy writing here. And like I said, it just happens to be Fox in this case, but I see it happen all the time. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't subscribe and you consider it and you still don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.